So, I don't know what the hell's going on, man. So, before all these problems started, I was driving it, and then you could feel it, like when I come to a stop sign or a red light or whatever, you can feel it start shaking, and then RPMs will drop all the way down, and then skyrocket up, and then it would say service the track, traction control off, reduced engine power. I shut the engine off, let it sit for a couple minutes, restart it. It drives fine, and then so I started to, every time I came to a red light or stop sign, I'd put my foot on the brake and put my other foot on the gas pedal, keep it around 1,000 RPM, and it was fine. So I'm trying to think about how long it's been since I've been doing that. But now I drive it to work. It's today, Friday, so Tuesday morning, and it stalled out on me 3-4 times on my way into work. And then I replaced the spark plugs. That's all I had at the time, and went out and got throttle body cleaner, cleaned the throttle body. Today I cleaned the throttle body. Still wasn't making a difference. Went out and bought a new throttle body, put that on, started it. Before I put the throttle body on, with the old one, it would start, run for about 30 seconds, and then just die. I put the new throttle body on. I've seen online how to relearn it. I let it idle for 3 minutes, and it was doing its thing, fluctuating. And then I shut it off for 60 seconds, restarted, let it run for another 3 minutes. It did its thing. And then I put everything back together as far as the intake, put the hose on, sealed up the filter box, and then went to go do it again. The second time, letting it sit there and idle, it died. Checked the PCV. PCV was bad. Went and got a new one, put that in. Now every single time that I start the car, it'll idle really, really rough for maybe about a minute, and then it'll shut down. And if I touch the gas pedal at all while it's within that minute, it immediately dies.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Did anybody smoke test the intake system for vacuum leaks?
No.
That would be the very first thing that needs to be done. I wouldn't do any diagnosing. I wouldn't do any parts replacing or anything else until we have verified that there are no vacuum leaks. Right?
Okay. I mean, the half-ass way of doing it was we had the engine running. We sprayed brake clean around it. Yeah. And you couldn't tell a difference with the throttle. Mm-hmm. It did absolutely nothing.
So, using a smoke machine is the most accurate and the most efficient way to check for vacuum leaks. So I would recommend that you have someone smoke test the intake system using a smoke machine. And then, once we've confirmed that there are no vacuum leaks, then at that point, we can be looking at some of these other sensors to replace. And, as long as there's no, mechanical issue with the engine causing the stalling, so for example, this mass airflow sensor, or sometimes I think they might sometimes call it a multi-function intake air sensor. Maybe the variable valve timing system is sticking or has malfunctioned, causing the stalling condition at idle.
Well, I know when I first got this car, I had to replace one of the cam sensors, and then I replaced one of the VVT solenoids.
Okay.
I replaced the purge valve also a while back.
I haven't, put it this way, I haven't had any luck relearning the idle without a scan tool. Once that throttle body's been replaced, I've always had to use a scan tool to get it to accurately relearn. This is what it says for a p0506 on a 2012 Impala. using a scan tool, check the value for the throttle body idle airflow compensation value. If greater than 15 to 20%, clean the throttle body, which you've done, and then using the scan tool, reset the throttle or idle learn, and you've replaced it. So you could still check this parameter. If greater than 15 to 20%, make sure there's no problem there, and then go ahead and replace this. Or I'm sorry, once it's replaced, we've already done that. Go ahead and once it's done, then do the idle relearn, with a compatible scan tool. But if that's not an issue, there's no vacuum leaks, it's not a throttle body issue, it's not due to the idle relearn that wasn't done, then at that point we can go after these other components. If you can get it to idle at all, what you can do is you can measure engine vacuum using a handheld vacuum gauge. But if you can't get it to idle at all, it might be a little difficult. I wasn't aware of that. You didn't put that in the chat.
0017, I think.
Oh, well, that'll definitely affect my answer. Yeah, that's a variable valve timing code. The top fix, confirmed fix for the p0017 is a timing chain set, followed by engine oil, in other words, dirty engine oil. So make sure the engine oil is clean and full. And then below that is followed by the variable valve timing solenoid, which I think you said you replaced.
Yeah, I've replaced. I changed the oil. I did the can sensor. I did the solenoid. So the only other thing to do right now is to change the timing chain and.
Well, I would probably
should fix all my problems.
I wouldn't just pull the trigger on the timing chain. It says bank 1 exhaust camshaft position actuator. Maybe you can replace that. I'm thinking you can look at the value, the percentage with a scan tool. You can check to see the actual and the desired from the variable valve components to make sure that they match. If they don't match, then one of them, something is sticking, or the timing chain, I suppose, could be off.
Yeah, because I've replaced that sensor, actuator sensor, or whatever the hell it is.
Well,
I know the one that I changed, it was in bank 1, and it was right up against the fender wall, and it broke off inside of the valve, or the engine, and I ended up having to fight to get the whole thing out without it breaking off inside the engine. I got it out, I replaced that. Then
there's the actuator, and then it says if once that's replaced, if P001 resets, the bank 1 exhaust camshaft position actuator is likely sticking, or the chains are stretched. So you could just go, if you want to go ahead and pull the trigger and replace the chains, but
say the chains are stretched and it's been jumping timing for a while, and it's that far out of timing, would it be the cause of this?
Well, I would certainly think it would.
Having right now.
Yeah, it would have a hard time idling. Yeah.
And then it would shut down and.
Yeah, it could.
506 code.
Yeah.
So it probably wasn't even my throttle body or I know the PCB that was bad. That needed to be changed.
Yeah, if I was a tech working on this and there's a p0017 code in the computer and then there's the idle code, the p0506, I wouldn't even attempt. I wouldn't. Put it this way, I wouldn't sell the customer a throttle body if there's a variable valve timing issue with the engine. That's a much bigger problem. So I would get in big trouble if I would do that. So I wouldn't have replaced the throttle body until that P0017. Any variable valve timing code needs to be fixed first before going any further.
That's definitely not a good thing.
No.
I'm about to just push the car out of the shop and catch it. It's mine. I'm at the point now where it's like, do I really want to do this? Or just get rid of it?
Yeah.
I had a feeling that all along that was probably what's been the main cause of this.
Yeah.
The timing change. All right. Yeah, I guess I gotta try and figure out what I want to do then as far as that goes. Because like I said, right now it's not even, you can't even drive it. It's only going to stay running.
Right.
But then there's times where I replace one thing, it runs.
Right.
But then it takes a shit, and then I replace another thing, and then it really takes a shit.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go off of the codes and what they're telling me, and I wasn't thinking that at the time that could be the issue until you first brought that up. Before I told you that I had their code. All right, well, yeah, like I said, I gotta think about what I'm gonna do with it and go from there. But I appreciate the phone call and the help.
All right, my friend, you're welcome. Good luck, and let us know if anything else comes up, okay?